my friends, welcome back to the channel Learn English Easily. Today we are going to study about verb. In the parts of speech we had seen noun, pronoun and adjective. The fourth one is verb. Is there any possibility to see a man or any living being without a head? No, there is no possibility. Without a verb, there won't be any sentence in English. What is a verb? Verb is an action word. It has to satisfy two conditions. It denotes an action. It indicates a tense. What is a tense? Tense gives details about the completeness of the action, the time of the action. Verb is an action word. It denotes an action. It indicates a tense also. It has to satisfy two conditions. It must denote an action as well as it must indicate a tense. A verb is a word that tells us about an action and a tense, which means tense means the time, that means the moment of the action and the degree of its completion, to how much or to how far the action has been completed. That is completion of the action. As far as action is concerned, there are two types of action. Doing an action is active voice. Being done is passive voice. As far as the action is concerned, there are two types of actions. They are termed as active voice and passive voice. Doing an action is active voice and action being done is passive voice. Here, this diagram will clearly illustrate the point. Verb has to satisfy two conditions, action and tense. How many types of actions are there? There are only two types of action. Doing an action is active voice. Being done is passive voice. In the tense, we have three broad categories: present, past and future. These three categories have four subdivisions. That means each type of category has four subdivisions in it. For example, present, if we take, there are four subdivisions. In the past also there are four subdivisions. In future also there are four subdivisions. Totally we have 12 tenses. For example, if you take present, there will be simple present, or we can say present simple. And in due course, we would forget to say simple. We would just simply say present. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Totally we have four tenses in present. I would repeat it again. First simple. Simple present, then start from present. Present continuous, then present perfect, present perfect continuous. Totally four. Likewise in past also, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. So here also we have four tenses. In future also there are four tenses. Let us see. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. Here continuous is not written. It is a mistake. I would correct it later. As far as the time of the action and the degree of its completion is concerned, there are 12 tenses. What are they? They are simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Then simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect. Then simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. Totally we have 12 tenses. Now we have to know what a sentence is. Sentence is a group of words. First we studied about letters and alphabets. Those letters, those 26 letters starting from A to Z, they combine with one another and make words. And words are many in number. But we classified them into 8 broad categories. They are parts of speech. Here, next level after words, from letters we have come to the next level, that is words. Then after that we have sentence. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words. Can you say go, come, eat? Is it a sentence? No. A sentence is a group of words that should give complete sense. The complete sense means it must give full meaning. Complete means full, sense means meaning. A group of words that gives full meaning is a sentence. Let us see an example here. In the sentence, they sing well. Here, the word sing denotes the action of singing. Sing, it is verb. Why do we call it as a verb? Because Sing denotes an action. What is that action? Singing. Singing is an action. So it denotes an action. Now let us take the tense. How far it satisfies the second condition? It also indicates simple present tense. Sing is the present form of a verb. Every verb in English will have 4 forms, and it is tabulated. The word sing indicates simple present tense as it is the present form of the verb. Hence, sing is the verb of the sentence. Here, the word sing denotes the action of singing, and also it is the present form of a verb. So, if it is a present form of a verb, simple present tense. So, it indicates a tense also, it denotes an action also. So, it can be called, or it is the verb. It is the verb. And every verb in English has 4 forms: present form, past form, past participle, and present participle. For example, I had given 3 verbs here in this tabular column. Give, present form. Gave, for that past form is gave. Past participle is given. Present participle is giving. Like that. Sing is present form. The past form of it is sang. Past participle is sung. Present participle is singing. The third verb, see. Past form is saw. Past participle is seen. Present participle is seeing. Now, I hope you will understand the various forms of the verb. There are only 4 forms: present form, past participle, and present participle. Now, how they are very helpful to indicate a tense, let us see later. And before that, let us see another example. I saw a snake in the garden. I saw a snake in the garden. Here, I saw a snake in the garden is a group of words. It gives full meaning. So it is a sentence. In this sentence, there is a verb. Which is the verb? You can easily identify it by taking the 2 considerations. What are they? It must denote an action and it must indicate a tense. Here, saw is the verb. Why? Because seeing is an action. Saw, past form. So it indicates past tense. So it is the verb. First, we have to identify verb in any sentence. After identifying it, it will be very easy. We can find out various parts of a sentence. Now, let me read it. In the sentence, I saw a snake in the garden, the word saw denotes the action of seeing. As it is the past form of see, it indicates simple past tense. Hence, it is the verb of the sentence. If different questions are leveled against the verb, after identifying what a verb is, if we ask different questions, then we would get some answer. Those answers are called in different names. Let us see. If different questions are leveled against the verb after its identification, various parts of the sentence can be obtained in the form of answers. For example, if we ask any one of the following 2 question words, who or which, if the subject is a human being, we have to ask who. If the subject is some other than man, except human being, then we can use the question word which. Here, I saw the snake in the garden. Look at, let us take that sentence again. Here, saw is verb. Here, who saw the snake? I saw the snake. Here, I, it is a pronoun, it represents a human being. So, we have to put the question word who. Suppose if you have the dog saw a snake, there the subject is the dog. So, there you have to use which. Which saw the snake? The dog saw the snake. So, for human beings, we have to use who. For other living beings, except a human being, we have to use which. And the answer is called subject. Now, let us come to the next one. Likewise, I saw a snake in the garden. Whom did I see? If it is a man, I saw Radha. I saw the teacher. Like that, if you have any human being, you have to ask whom. But here we have a snake. There, it is not a human being. So, I have to use the question word what. So, for human beings, we have to use whom. For other things, for other living beings, we have to use what. Here, in the sentence, I saw a snake in the garden. A snake is object, so we have to ask what. What did I see? I saw a snake. So, a snake is the object. In passive voice sentence, we would see what passive voice is after 4 classes, I think. After 4 classes, we shall see what a passive voice sentence is. So, in the passive voice sentences, The question words used to identify the object is different. By whom? There we have to ask by whom. A dog. A snake was seen by me. Here, a snake is subject. By whom was the snake seen? By me. So by me is the object there. We shall see it in the passive voice sentences. Now we need not confuse it here. If the object is object in the passive voice sentence, he is a human being, you have to ask by whom. If it is some other than a human being, then you have to ask by what. So these are the question words that are very helpful to identify the object in a sentence. Then there is another set of question words. When, where, how much, how often, why. These question words help us to identify adverb or adverbial, adverb. We are going to study after verb. So here also if you know it, it will be helpful to you. Adverb. Adverb is a word that gives some additional meaning to the verb, or it gives some more information about a verb. That is adverb. We shall see it later. After verb, we shall see it. Here, these are the question words that help us to identify the adverb. It has some other name also, adverbial. Both adverb, adverbial, or adjunct, all are same. Adverb, adverbial, adjunct. They all mean the same thing. So, there are different sets of question words and they help us to identify subject, object and adverb. According to the question word, the answer becomes different parts of a sentence. Likewise, the question words whom for human beings or what for other than human beings are used against the verb to identify the object of the sentence. The question words by whom or by what are used in passive voice sentences for the identification of object. The question words when, where, how or how much or how often or why are used against the verb to identify the adverb or adverbial or adjunct of the sentence. So there are different sets of question words and they are helpful to identify the subject, object and adverb of a sentence. According to the question word which is leveled against the verb of a sentence, the answers to those questions become subject, object and adverb of the sentence. Here I have categorized in a tabular column the sentence, how it is classified. I is subject. I saw a snake in the garden. In that sentence, saw is verb. Who saw the snake? I. What did I see? A snake. Where did I see? In the garden. If it is a place, we have to use where. If it is related to the time, we have to use when. And if it is related to the manner, he ran fast. How? How did he run? He ran fast. So, how for manner. So, everything, how often, times, and why for the reason or some cause. So for different type of adverbs, we have to use different type of question words. Every sentence can be divided in another way also. Now we classified by identifying the verb and after that, after identification, we put many questions. It is one way. And there is another way. A sentence can be classified into two different parts. How? If you identify what a subject of the sentence, that is one part. That is called subject. The remaining part of the sentence is called predicate. Now let me read. Every sentence can be divided into two parts in some other way, in another way. One part is subject and the other part is predicate. The subject of a sentence belongs to subject part and the remaining words of the sentence belongs to predicate part. Now I hope you will understand what a verb is. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Let us meet again. In the next classes, we shall see more about the verb. Thank you. Bye.
That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe and share and turn on the post notification so you never miss a video. Thank you. Bye.